Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Hey, yo, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show. Yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Well, it's not exactly top of the morning, but good morning on this
midday.
on this Friday. Well, I mean it is midday in the East Coast. It's after 1 p.m.
Yes.
But here in the West Coast, it's still in the morning hour, as is 10:30 here in the West Coast. But welcome. He is the Mizzle of man, and I am still a ball-headed blackskin that can't tan. But however, wanted to come on real quick and do a quick synopsis of the schedule that has been leaked, and then they decided to put out the full schedule yesterday. Some interesting scheduling of games, and the fact that you need 10 freaking platforms to watch NFL football in 2026, which is wild. Netflix alone has 5 games this season, which is wild.
Very.
I mean, it used to be so simple back in our day, where all you just needed was ABC, CBS, NBC, ABC, and ESPN, and even TNT.
But that's not it.
But now you need an arm and a leg and 2 cows and chickens and what have you just to watch NFL football.
2 cows.
Well, that's what I said. For example,
oh man,
which I haven't, but I have to have Netflix to watch my team in Australia to kick off the season. Well, actually, technically, it'll be a rematch of Super Bowl 60, one of the most boring Super Bowls of all time. Will start the season officially on Wednesday. So we have 2 Wednesday NFL games this season. One to start the season on September the 9th in Seattle as they raise the banner, as the Seahawks will stick to the Patriots one more time. As a reminder, we beat you on Santa Clara, and now we'll open up the season against you while we raise the banner of our second Lombardi Trophy. And then, of course, Inglewood and Santa Clara flying 15 hours to Melbourne, Australia, mate, to have some Foster's Australian for beer, and perhaps Michael J. Crocodile Dundee will come about from Walkabout Creek and do the coin toss, as the Niners and Rams will. Boy, the Niners are traveling some miles this year. You got them going to Australia, them going to Mexico City in November on a Sunday night game against the Vikings. Now, you could have put a better opponent. The Vikings, really. But on the flip side, they get to see their old friend Jawan Jennings in the purple.
Yes.
So interesting. And for the first time in a long time, when you see the Bills and the Chiefs, it will not be Jim Nantz and Tony Romo broadcasting it. Instead, NBC gets the task of having that game be the final game of the Thanksgiving tripleheader, and that's a pretty doggone way to end your Thanksgiving holiday, having those 2 rivals.
Yes.
Open on but actually, I mean, Thanksgiving's pretty much rivalries. I mean, you got the Bears and the Lions, traditional division rivals starting it out. Traditional rivals with the Cowboys and the Eagles. Hard to believe it's only the 3rd time the Eagles and Cowboys have played on Thanksgiving coming up this year, which is, yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Even though the Cowboys' most common opponent on Thanksgiving has been the Washington Redskins, now Landover Commanders, as far as divisional opponents on Thanksgiving goes. Well, Brandon, that's what happens when you're a division champion, and things like this happen.
Yeah.
and we'll get into all that. So here officially is what's going down on week 1 as far as opening day goes, which of course opening day will be from Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. So here we go. So as we said, on NBC on Wednesday,
College football. Yeah, they purposely did that on purpose. Yeah. You're the only fan that feels that way, huh?
Well, I will say this. The last part of the season, my team has a gauntlet to run.
Hell, 4 through 7, my team runs through a gauntlet.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody that has aspirations to make the playoffs has a gauntlet to go through. But here it is, week 1. Patriots, Seahawks started off on Wednesday. That's on NBC and Peacock. Then we said Netflix, Niners and Rams. It is a home game for the Rams. So the Rams giving up a home game because they didn't want the faithful to basically take over SoFi Stadium, as they always do, just like the Raiders do when they go to SoFi to play the Chargers. So they didn't want that, but I'm expecting a whole lot of Niner fans to be there in Australia for that particular one.
Oh, yeah.
Then everybody else gets together on September the 13th. Bears in Carolina against the Panthers. Buccaneers on the road in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Saints and Lions in Detroit. Mr. Brandon, you have a chance to get an early start and by punching the Bills in the mouth, as the Texans will open up their season at home against the Orchard Park Bills.
Oh.
The Battle of Baltimore between the original Baltimore team, the Colts, and the Ravens. That'll take place in Indianapolis at the Big Oil Rig. The Browns on the road in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. Of course, the Jaguars coming off a 13-win season and winning the AFC South. The Falcons open up in Pittsburgh. Will Rogers return to be the starting quarterback in Pittsburgh? That remains to be seen. He's supposed to meet with the Steelers this week. Nothing yet. Robert Saleh begins the new era in Tennessee as he opens up against the East Rutherford Jets. A chance for Robert Saleh to stick it to the team that originally gave him his first original head coaching gig. Looking forward to that. The Inglewood Chargers opening the season at home against the Arizona Cardinals. Of course, first year without Kyler Murray as he's now in Minnesota. Raiders opening up at home against the Dolphins. So the Howley era begins in Las Vegas, and the Dolphins still have one of the ugliest uniforms in the NFL. Those are just hideous.
Worse than the Rams?
Actually, the new uniforms that the Rams are going out are a lot better than the ones that they have been using. The all whites look a lot better than the all whites they used to have. So the Rams
worse than the Falcons.
Actually, the Falcons have new uniforms.
You know they're still gonna bust out those old ones. Come on now.
No, the old school Falcon jerseys I like.
No, the ones from last year.
No, they're not using those no more.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to send you the new Falcons jerseys for this upcoming season.
Oh, I've seen them.
Okay. So
I know what they look like.
Yeah, there's that. And the Vikings. Speaking of Kyler Murray and the Vikings, they open up at home against the Green Bay Packers.
Ooh.
And then a big game in the 125 slot is the Commanders and the Eagles in Philadelphia. Jaden Daniels making his return after a lost season. Can the Commanders get back on track after being in the NFC title game 2 years ago and falling back down to earth this past season? Can they rise again in 26? And of course, as usual, don't know why, seems like every week 1 it is always the damn Giants and Cowboys opening up the Sunday Night Football schedule. Well, they're doing it again in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I get it. John Harbaugh, new attitude, excitement with the Giants. I get it. I understand it. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboot returning along with Malik Neighbors. adding to what the Giants already added during the draft, so I get it. I understand it. That will be your Sunday night game. And the Broncos and the Chiefs, more than likely, Patrick Mahomes will not be playing in this game, but it will be the Broncos and Chiefs in Arrowhead, opening up the Monday Night Football schedule. Only one game for Monday night to start the season. So,
Good. They go back to the normal slot.
yes. So, there you go. So, in regards to who has tough slates, as far as
Well, you're gonna find out real quick where your season stands with a lot of these teams, especially with rival games.
yeah. All right, so toughest schedule belongs
Because
to
my
the
Raiders are in the top 5.
Arizona Cardinals, as their strength of schedule is a 530 winning percentage, tied for third. Coming up after that, and it should be because they were in the NFC title game last year, the Rams.
Yes.
Their strength of schedule, 13th with a 516 win percentage, and the Rams will be in prime time a lot. 7
Of course they
games.
would.
That's a lot for a team that didn't get to the Super Bowl last year.
Right.
Okay. Of course, everybody thinks their team is going to go to the Super Bowl. Okay.
All right, Brandon. So you just woke up now. Give us the real, actual record.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be I'm gonna be real with mine.
By the way, yeah, the Raiders are going. What did you say? 15-2. Yeah. They're gonna go 16-1. Yeah, that's gonna be the Raiders. Oh, and this is coming from somebody that said the schedules hate them. Woo. Okay. That was good. I needed that laugh.
Yeah, that was real good. All right, so if we're going off who has the hardest and easiest schedule, if the damn article will load. But of course, why wouldn't it?
Oh, it's technology.
Of course. Which it doesn't like me at all. But we should be shocked by
Technology is just like
we shouldn't be shocked by this.
20-0. Well, I sure hope you're not a gambling man.
All right, so the Cleveland Browns have the easiest schedule.
Of course they do. Why
Their
would they?
winning percentage, 429. All right, now this is basically from easiest to hardest. All right, so here we go down the list. Easiest schedule, Browns. Second easiest, Saints. Third easiest, Bengals. Fourth, Atlanta. 5, Indy. 6, Detroit. Brandon's beloved Houston Texans. 7th easiest schedule.
Jeez.
Titans 8, Ravens 9th, Eagles 10th, Jaguars 11th, Tampa Bay 12, Cowboys 13, Steelers 14, my beloved Niners 15, 16 Giants, Commanders 17, Broncos 18, Seahawks 19, Rams 20th, Jets 21st, Vikings 22nd, Panthers 23rd, Chargers 24th, Bills 25th, Raiders 26th.
What?
26th. Hardest, or basically it's a hard schedule. Raiders win percentage is 529. Patriots 27th, which they should be there because they were the conference champions. Chiefs 28, good. Packers 29th. Cardinals 30th. Dolphins 31st. And the Bears have the hardest schedule with a 550 winning percentage. So, if you're going to do this, if you're going to flip it, that means the hardest schedule belongs to the Bears. Dolphins, second hardest. Third hardest, Cardinals. Well, technically a tie. Cardinals, Packers, same win percentage. Then the Chiefs, good because they need a hard schedule. Patriots should be there. Now, again, you have heard me say this on the show, and this is how I would do it if I was an owner or part of the competition committee. Basically, the Super Bowl champion and the Super Bowl runner-up should have the first and second hardest schedule because you were the last two remaining. Then after that, the two that lost in the respective conference championship games should have the third and fourth hardest schedule. Then after that, you can go by Division One. Then after that, you go by the playoff teams, and then be it as you may. But that's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. But that's just one fan's perspective.
Of course.
So again, right, wrong, or indifferent. That's just how I feel. In addition to that, Devon A-Chain got a nice extension from the Dolphins. 4 years, $64 million. $32 million is guaranteed, and that is $16 million average annual, which makes him the third highest running back in the NFL paid. And his bonuses could push the total value to $68 million. So the Dolphins, obviously starting over. Obviously, we know they traded Jayden Waddle. Tyreek Hill's gone bye-bye. Many people thought that A-Chain was going to get the boot, but instead, I guess he's going to be a key piece of the rebuild in South Florida. So,
well deserved.
John Eric Sullivan, the new Dolphins GM, is calling him a pillar for what the Dolphins are looking to move forward with. So he's going to be one of the pieces. Of course, Jeff Hafley starting his program, his first year in Miami. Definitely not a bad person to have in there. So,
he comes from the Packers.
He does. Long-time wide receiver Tim Patrick, signing a deal with the Jets, 1 year for about $1.5 million. So he will be helping the Jets wide receiver room. Let's see here. Neighbors had a cleanup on his knee. Hopeful for week 1. Let's see. NFL getting a lot of pushback for, of course, all these streaming games, which
you don't say
that part. But I mean, Joe Buck looks hella white in this damn video. Oh my, he looks like a damn ghost. But that's your
Oh, that's good.
It is wild to say the least. All right. Here is your full slated schedule for Monday Night Football for this upcoming season, which, of course, ESPN ABC will be broadcasting Super Bowl 61 in SoFi in Inglewood, California, which unfortunately means Joe Buck's broadcasting another Super Bowl. Damn it. And you be quiet. Don't you say a word. Anyhow, as we know, first matchup week 1, Chiefs and Broncos in Arrowhead. Week 2, the Giants in Inglewood against the Rams. Week 3, a good matchup at Soldier Field. TG's beloved Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. And week 4, never a dull moment when the Saints and Falcons get together. That should be a dandy in the Superdome in New Orleans. Week 6, the Landover Commanders come to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Week 7, the Cowboys and the Eagles at the Link in Philly. Then week 8, we get the Bears and the Seahawks in Seattle. Week 9, Bills on the road in Minnesota against the Vikings. Week 10 will be Inglewood against Baltimore, Chargers against the Ravens. Week 11, Bengals at Commanders. Week 12, always a good matchup when these two get together. Panthers and the Buccaneers.
Yes.
In Tampa. A very intriguing matchup as the defending champions will take on the Cowboys in Seattle. That's on Pearl Harbor Day, week 13, on December 7th. Then 2 days after yours truly celebrates his William McCovey birthday, it will be Pittsburgh on the road in Duval against the Jaguars. 21st of December, I'll probably take a nap during this game. It'll be the Patriots and the Chiefs in Arrowhead. 3 days after Christmas, it will be the Giants and the Lions in Detroit. And closing out in 2027 on the 4th of January, it'll be the Packers on the very much frozen tundra of Lambeau Field against the beloved Texans of Houston, of course, Brandon's beloved Texans. Now, of course, you can flex Monday night games this year as opposed to last year. So some of these games might be flex. So that's the schedule that they're putting out for now, but anything is possible at the moment. So those are your Monday night games that are put out right now.
No primetime game for my beloved Raiders. They didn't even get a Thursday night game.
No, which is
well, no, they don't deserve it.
No. I'm saying they can easily. Now, obviously, if
they can get flexed into one, yes.
Yeah, if they shock the world, and play beyond their capabilities, obviously.
Yeah, but they don't deserve it. They got to earn it.
Absolutely.
So, which is cool with me because, it was.
Well, the Titans have to win.
You got to start winning, man. They want to put teams on winning on TV.
Yeah, if you want to be in prime time, you got to win games.
And in the last year's primetime game, the Raiders were shitty. I'd even say they should have flexed out. They should have flexed out of that Monday night game. I think it was against the Cowboys, I believe. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was against Arlington. Yes, you are correct. All right, so here is the Sunday night schedule on NBC. Of course, we just talked about Week 1 of Seahawks, Patriots. Then the actual Sunday game, Giants, Cowboys. Then Week 2, interesting matchup in Arrowhead, Colts, Chiefs. Week 3 in Denver, Rams and Broncos. Week 4, Charlotte getting on Sunday Night Football. Good for them. Lions come to Charlotte on Sunday night, Week 4. Week 5, Battle of the Birds between the Falcons and the Packers. Week 6, longtime rivals on Lambeau Field, Cowboys and Packers in Lambeau. Week 7, Seahawks, Chiefs in Seattle. Week 8, Commanders at home against the Eagles. Week 9, Buccaneers in Chicago against the Bears. Week 10, Steelers, Bengals. Week 11, that is the Mexico City game. My beloved Niners giving up a home game to host the Vikings in Mexico City at Estadio Azteca. Of course, Thanksgiving night, we talked about it. Bills, Chiefs in Orchard Park in the new stadium should be a dandy. And you know Bills Mafia is going to be crashing through some tables and lighting some tables up. Rematch of last year's playoff game. Week 12 will be the Chargers at home against the defending AFC champions, the Patriots. Rematch of last year's playoff game where the Texans came into Pittsburgh and ran up and down and through the Steelers defense. It'll be in Pittsburgh again. Then Week 14 could be a possible Super Bowl matchup. Packers and the Bills in Lambeau Field. Vikings and Lions, Week 15. Week 16, Jaguars and the Cowboys. So,
wow. The Sunday night slate is better than Monday night.
Yeah. So Week 17, no matchup yet. And then there's a Peacock exclusive game. No matchup yet. That's pending determined. Week 17, TG. That's when your beloved Eagles will invade Santa Clara. And then Week 18 is to be determined. So that is the Sunday night.
Sunday night is a lot interesting.
Very much so. Very, very much so. Of course, Amazon Prime, home of Thursday Night Football. Their schedule. Their first game of the year comes in Week 2, and appropriate, the Bills opening up their new stadium in Orchard Park against the Detroit Lions.
On a Thursday.
On a Thursday, yes. So there will be multiple tables broken amongst Bills Mafia. Week 3 in Lambeau Field, Falcons and Packers. Week 4, Steelers and Browns. Week 5, good matchup, Buccaneers and Cowboys. Week 6, Seattle invades Mile High against the Broncos. Week 7, rematch of Super Bowl 20 in Soldier Field. Patriots and the Bears. Week 8, the Panthers, another primetime game against the Packers in Lambeau. Battle of intriguing matchup. Week 8 is the Jaguars on the road in Baltimore against the Ravens. Week 9, longtime NFC East Division rivals, the Commanders and the Giants in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Then Week 11, Brandon's beloved Texans against the Colts in Houston. Week 13, the highest scoring game that took place in Monday Night history involved these two teams, and that would be the Chiefs and the Rams. Could be some fireworks lit up between Mahomes and Stafford week 13 on December the 3rd. Week 14, it'll be the Vikings in Foxborough against the Patriots. And Jim Harbaugh gets his first game against the Niners after he left the Niners in 2014. It will be at home in SoFi against the Inglewood Chargers. They will still have more Niner fans in that stadium than Charger fans in Inglewood. But Jim Harbaugh finally gets to coach against the Niners for the first time since leaving the Niners in 2014 after coming back to the NFL in 2024. Eagles and Texans. That is week 16. And closing out the Thursday night season, it'll be the Bengals at home against the Ravens, which means, hello, Mr. Henderson. Hi, remember me, remember me. So that is your Thursday night schedule with Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. Now,
all right,
here's all the Netflix games for this upcoming season.
Netflix.
Yes.
Don't they get the who gets the Black Friday?
Netflix does.
Yep.
All right. So, and who gives a damn about this Rousey Carino fight? I surely do not.
Somebody does.
Yeah, which is why Netflix is arrogant. Okay, so Christmas Day, which used to be the day reserved for the NBA. But the NFL says we're still going to outrate you, even though we're going to be on streaming services on Christmas Day. But 2 games on Christmas Day on Netflix. It gets no more Christmassy than the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears on Christmas in the snow in Chicago at Soldier Field. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. And then to close it out, rematch of last year's divisional playoff round in Mile High. The Bills returning to Denver to take on the Broncos. So those are your 2 Netflix Christmas
games.
That. Yeah, good matchups on Christmas.
Yes, indeed.
On Netflix. The other Netflix game.
Might have to ride the double box on Christmas, have basketball and football.
Yeah. That is definitely a big one. And then the first ever Thanksgiving Eve game. So you get 4 games on the week of Thanksgiving. So 24 hours before Thanksgiving, another Netflix game. It is the Green Bay Packers in Inglewood taking on the Inglewood Rams. And then, of course, we talked about it earlier. Bears and Lions, game 1 on Thanksgiving. That's on CBS. Game 2 on Fox. Eagles, Cowboys, of course. Bills, Chiefs, closing it out on NBC on the last Thanksgiving game. Now, I know ESPN now pretty much owns NFL Network. I get it. I understand it.
You know what? I know before you say that, I was watching his internet tends to do this. But what I was going to say is I was watching the scheduling at work yesterday on NFL Network because pretty much don't like ESPN and their coverage of certain things. So as I'm sitting there watching it, it switches over and it's Sports Center on NFL Network. So I'm like, what the hell? And as you sit here and saying that, I forgot ESPN and NFL Network are now one. So my thing is, why is there NFL Network then? Shouldn't it just be just ESPN now? Right?
Here's
Because you have to pay for on certain packages on your cable or whatever you use. You have to pay for NFL Network. It doesn't just come standard like ESPN. So, boy, money grabbers, boy, I tell you.
here's what I think, and we have both said this for verbatim. SportsCenter should just stop being on the air because SportsCenter ain't SportsCenter no more. Okay.
No, well, Sports Center was on NFL Network, as I just said. I was watching NFL Network, and it was I want to say the insiders are on, and they were closing out, getting ready to talk about the release schedule release. It was the ESPN crew with Schrager and Hal Brandt with ESPN employees. So yeah.
Okay. But if you're going to do that, give me Rich Eisen, please. Please.
Well, he's going to be doing certain things.
I know, but still, I did.
It's all about the money, man.
Well, they're not investing it well.
Because the NFL Network was supposed to be just strictly the NFL's own entity. So I don't know.
And then Mickey said, "No, I want to buy it." Just like Mickey bought ESPN, which is why ABC hasn't been ABC since the early '90s. Which
a bad company. That's what ABC stands for.
Definitely not the American Broadcasting Company. That's for sure. But with that said, keep them separated. Now, if you want to put Chris Berman on Network, I have no problems with that. Just simply because again, and I've been saying this for years, ESPN's coverage of the NFL sucks. Well, ESPN's coverage of sports, period, has sucked. If you want to be technical. Like I said, unless there's an actual game being played, I don't watch ESPN other than their E60 documentaries, which are very, very good. Their 30 for 30s, which are very, very good. Now, the male soap opera and their premium live events, aka pay-per-views. And of course, our motivation to do this show, PTI. Other than that,
I'll dip in on First Take every once in a while. Depends on the guest. You know, that's about it.
It is to the point I don't even want to hear Stephen A. Smith talk.
Yeah,
I have gotten to that point now, and thank God I did not watch 1 second of Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith yelling at each other on this last Friday.
Well, I guess they must have stopped yelling at each other by the time I chimed in. I figured to catch the tail end of it. It wasn't bad. It was just like them on Cold Pizza. It wasn't changed. They just look older.
Minus Dana Jacobson or the original host of Cold Pizza. But that's here nor there. Okay. Like I said, other than in Mizzle's case, any sports center that Linda Cohn is on, he will watch because he loves Linda Cohn.
Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Maybe I will watch if there's a Scott Van Pelt sighting or Rich Eisen. That's about the only time I'll watch a Sports Center. Other than that, the hell with ESPN, because again, it's not the ESPN that me and Mizzle grew up with.
Like I said, tell me when Chris Berman had hair?
Yeah, when he was not going to the comb over, absolutely, yes.
And Rich Eisen actually had hair.
Yes, a full head of it. Now Rich Eisen looks like me. Hair all around here, but nothing on top. But in my case, I shave it all off. Rich wants to keep the stubble. But hey, I mean, you know, if I had Rich Eisen money, maybe I'd do the same thing. I don't know, but however,
it's time to let it go.
Hey, you know, hey, If I can do it, you can do it. So, if we're looking at primetime games, obviously the Rams have the most with 7. The Bills, Packers, Chiefs, a team that didn't make the playoffs, gets 6 games. The Chiefs,
That's the Chiefs.
I don't give a damn.
Well,
If you go 6-11, and you lose your starting quarterback to a torn ACL, who's going to miss half the season,
brother, it ain't all just about Patrick Mahomes.
But you know good on damn well, especially if they're on ABC, you know Chris Collinsworth is going to stay on his knees.
That's why the TV will be on mute.
But yes, the 6-11 Chiefs get 6 primetime games.
It's the comeback story. See, they're believing in
I hope
they're already showing you how they feel about.
I hope they go 7 and 10. The hell with
shit. I hope they only win 4 games. Fuck it.
And rightfully so, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Seahawks, get 6. Rightfully so. All right.
Well, yeah, yes.
Yes. All right. The Bears getting some love. We know this already. That's not a
Charles Woodson Jr. is going to Michigan like his father.
Uh-oh. Is that shocking?
Not at all. So we got it's rigged.
Brandon, I don't think I want to know about that. No, that does nothing for me.
What?
I think that question's for you.
First of all, that dude's a lot brighter than I am.
And a little bit shorter.
That too, but just way brighter. Become a little more darker than.
He's prepared for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Right now. I don't watch the. Mizzle watches the combine more than I do, Brandon.
Are we talking about the Chris Jones for the Chiefs?
I dang sure don't know. Bears getting some love. They get 5 primetime games this year. Of course, the star of the Cowboys always get primetime games. They have 5. Patriots, defending AFC champions, get 5 games. TG's drama-filled Eagles, they get 5 games. And my beloved...
Will A.J. Brown be on the roster?
Will he be on the Patriots? That remains to be seen. We are 3 weeks away from finding that out, as June 1st cuts are coming up. And my beloved Niners, Santa Clara gets 5 games in prime time. Ravens, Lions, Texans, Giants, Commanders, Steelers, and Vikings, each with 4. So there you go.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's some other people out there saying the same thing, Brandon. I don't like listening to them. It's just, yeesh.
Well,
they should have put Mike Tomlin in there.
But good to see Mike Tomlin. Good to see Mike Tomlin doing studio work. Oh heck.
Yeah. But he should have been in the booth. You will feel Mike Tomlin call just play by play in the game like he's in an interview.
All right, so
the man speaks with his eyes.
Just a friendly reminder, Super Bowl 61 is on Valentine's Day in 2027. So, men, you better love your significant other, right? If you're trying to watch the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day.
I won't have that problem.
No, well, I know you know what you're doing, so I ain't gonna worry about that. But yeah, again,
the NFL code for that one.
Like, you know what? We're gonna put the Super Bowl on Love Day. Why not?
They wrong for that.
Why
they could have did that shit in the first week.
Yeah.
Or the week after.
Well, I mean, heck, I mean, they're starting to build it that way. I mean, you look at. You look at how when the Super Bowl first started, it was the second week of January. Then it slowly got into the third week of January, and then it just became the last Sunday in January. Of course, then it moved to February, and for the longest time, it was the first Sunday in February. Now we're going to mid-February, so you know it keeps gradually it keeps going day by day, day by day.
Watch. Pretty soon it'll be in March.
Oh dear God. Well, I mean, heck, go from
If
the
they
NFL.
add more games,
Go to the NFL straight into A7. I'm okay with that. So hey, there you go. All right, so as we now will talk about our respective teams scheduling. As we know, the Raiders open up the season at home against the Miami Dolphins.
the Fins,
The Fins.
both teams with new head coaches.
Yes. So new eras going on both sides. Of course, longtime AFC rivals met a lot of times in the playoffs. Of course, the infamous See a Hands game. Our uncle and Pops were there. Of course, Pops jumping down on the field as Clarence Davis somehow, through the sea of dolphin hands, comes away with the football.
Yes.
And of course, the infamous story that Dad says, if you see somebody in a red jacket jumping up and down, that's me.
It took us years to finally find it,
but
he's there.
Uncle Bobby did clarify that that happened. So there is proof.
Well,
so,
he was in the
in stands.
The aisle. Yeah, in stands.
Aisle. All right. So obviously Raiders and Dolphins kick off the season. That's going to be a Fox game, and actually they give the Raiders -3 in that game.
Interesting.
They already have spreads out, folks.
Oh, they already got records.
Yeah. Week 2. Basically, you can say it's back-to-back home games because week 2 they'll be in Inglewood against the Chargers. Pretty much another home game, but technically their first road game will be in Inglewood. Yeah. Week 3 against the Saints in the Superdome. Week 4 back home. Now this is where the gauntlet begins for the Raiders.
Yeah, I said 4. So 4 to 7.
Yeah. Week 3. No, yeah, week 4, the Chiefs at home. Week 5, the Patriots at Foxborough. Then come back home. Oh, hi, Josh Allen. The Bills come to town. After that, to start November as the Raiders invade East Rutherford, New Jersey, taking on the Jets.
Let's go.
And then our once every 4-year meeting in Santa Clara as Mizzle's beloved Raiders take on my 49ers in Santa Clara. That will be a CBS game on the 8th of November. Then the Raiders back at home against the defending Super Bowl champion. So Clay Kubiak gets a chance to stick it to his former organization and get the win over the Seahawks and perhaps make Sam Darnold see ghosts. Then it's to Mile High against the Broncos. Then it's to Cleveland against the Rams. Then back home for 2 straight games against the Chargers and the Broncos. And then they will... 3 straight games, I beg your pardon. Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, and the Titans. And then they close out on the road in Glendale, Arizona on the 3rd. And then on the 10th in Arrowhead against the Chiefs.
All right. It's an up and down roller coaster. I can, we can be real. You can see some losses in there. I don't, but any given Sunday. But yeah, this is going to be tough. I just expect them to be competitive, learn the offense. Probably towards the end of the season, things might be clicking, and maybe end the season on a good note. Possibly sneak into the playoffs. Who knows? But I'm just gonna sit back and watch and enjoy.
Now, very
As long as they
rarely,
beat the fucking Niners and the AFC West.
that would be his Super Bowl if his team beats my team and evens up the all-time series meeting. Because right now, the Niners have a one-game edge, 8-7. But of course, if the Raiders
4
were to
years of
win,
supremacy.
it'll make it 8-8. But now, normally I don't try to listen when Tom Brady talks, but the one thing I do agree with him on is I do agree that young quarterbacks should sit and wait and not be rushed in.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to have a say with, even though Mendoza has thrown some very nice looking balls in mini rookie camp. The accuracy in the spiral is definitely there for sure. But I do agree that young quarterbacks should sit and observe and watch, hence why Clint Kubiak went out to go get Kirk Cousins. Now, again, as you said, unless Mendoza just wows the crowd, and you basically have no choice but to put him in there. But, I mean, obviously you let him sit and perhaps let him take the reins in 2027 as opposed to 2026. But, that remains to be seen. All right. Pretty interesting schedule for my team, as, like I said, the last part of the season, they hit a true gauntlet, but they open up the season, as we know, in Australia against the Rams. Then their home opener, as the Niners come back home to 3 straight home games. Dolphins at home.
Oh, that must be the Dolphins West. They must be starting the Dolphins off on the West Coast swing.
Yeah, get their West Coast out the way up.
Yep.
Then the Cardinals. The Cardinals, for whatever reason, always play the Niners tough at Levi, so that could be a trap game
It
for
could.
Santa Clara. Look here, all right. Then at home against the Broncos. Then they go on the road to play the Seahawks on 10-11. And then the day after the Big Brother's birthday, the Niners back at home on Monday night against the Commanders. Actually, on my god sister's birthday, who's turning 36. Dear
Big
God.
Lord.
She's close. She's getting close to 40. Wow. Then the Niners go on the road to play the alma mater against the Falcons on the 25th. Then they come back.
That sometimes always turns out to be a decent matchup.
Yeah. Then, of course, Niners Raiders in Santa Clara on CBS. Then, one of the all-time great rivalries they come is the Niners and Cowboys, but this time it's in Arlington, Texas.
Oh, no. That might be a watch party.
Then we got that's a 125 game on Fox, by the way. Then they come back to Mexico City for a Sunday night against the Vikings. Then back at home against the Seahawks. Then on the road in East Rutherford against the Giants. Then at home the day after my birthday against the Rams in Inglewood. In Santa Clara. Then they go back to Inglewood for Thursday night against the Chargers. Then they go to the House of Horrors. That is Arrowhead to play those doggone Chiefs. Then back home against the Eagles. And that's a Sunday night game also. And then finale of the game will be either on the 9th of January or the 10th of January in Glendale against the Cardinals. So, looking at the schedule, realistically, it could be in between 10 to 12 wins. Like I said, I'm not going to be like Brandon and be like 15-2, 16-1. Given how the NFC West was last season, with the Rams, Seahawks, and Niners all winning 12 plus games, it's going to be tough. And if you're one of these 3 teams, you have got to get out to a good start in trying to lap one another, because I'm not saying that same thing's going to happen again, but it's going to take at least 12, 13 wins to win this division again. And even though, yes, the Seahawks have lost some players, again, they're the defending champions, and they're the team to beat until you beat them. Of course, the Rams drastically have improved their secondary, which I'm not looking forward to seeing 2 times a year.
Fuck them picks.
Which, again, for Niner fans that want to keep holding on to this faith that let's bring back Debo. No! Because Debo will be going against the same 2 quarterbacks he could not beat in man-to-man coverage in the damn Super Bowl. As Mizzle almost falls out of his chair. No! That's why you got Mike Evans. That's why you bought Christian Kirk, because those guys are good at getting separation.
Route running.
that part.
Well, I can see that. Now, for my organization, I can see 6 wins. You know, just they'll be competitive. I mean, of course, there might be a couple blowouts here or there. You know, just this is how the season goes when you're a new team taking on a new everything. But 6 or 7. Now, I'll tell you this: they'll win more games than they won last season.
Well, I don't doubt that.
Not saying much.
But I will say this though: I think there's some key pieces from your draft class of the year that can come in and make an impact. I think of the 2.
Oh, for sure.
I think of the 2 defensive players you guys drafted from Arizona.
Yeah,
can definitely come in and play right away.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, your front seven's got a lot better adding to Kobe Dean, adding Quiddy Payne, and of course, a pissed off, focused, motivated Max Crosby, who's like, okay, you don't want to accept me, Baltimore? Okay, all right.
I mean, on paper and what they've done between the draft and free agency, you should think that they will jump right.
There should be some improvement. There should be some improvement, absolutely.
The offensive line for sure improved. I mean, we all know that Kirk Cousins is not the quarterback that can move and scramble. He'll get out there, but they have built this offensive line to where it can be a pocket passer.
Well,
but can be movement with the line for running plays and stuff like that.
Well,
the RPO can be there as well.
Well, you got the most coveted center in this free agent class to help that offensive line, and he is going to help that offensive line tremendously. Now, we're not going to give predictions because that's down the road for our yearly NFL prediction show.
That seems to gain an hour each year.
Which might take a whole 8-hour shift. But
we're damn near close last year.
Yeah, but that'll be a joint collaboration. We don't have a date set for it yet, but it'll come. And of course, we talk about NFL games that catch our attention, and also give our homer and non-homer Super Bowl picks and who we think the playoff teams are going to be, so on, and so forth. But real quickly, before we call it a do with this NFL scheduling stuff, I will say the Cleveland Cavaliers punched the Pistons in the mouth and now have a chance today go to their first Eastern Conference final without LeBron James since the Mark Price, Brad Daugherty area.
Oof.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me we could possibly have the Knicks
and the Cavaliers
and the Cavs
in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I like it. Even if it was the Pistons and Knicks, I'd still. I think I would like the Eastern Conference Finals. And and also, can Wemby close it out to move along to play OKC, and then that will be a fantastic.
Yes.
Western Conference Finals.
Both games on Prime Video tonight.
Good.
Pistons and Cavaliers.
You got to choose.
Right. Pistons and Cavaliers start at 4 p.m. and then at 6:30 for scheduled at 6:30 for tip-off will be the Spurs and the Timberwolves. I say yes, the Spurs will put the T-Wolves out of their misery, and that's no disrespect to the Spurs, but after Wemby got ejected, he came back playing like a man possessed, as he did in Game 5, hence why the Spurs just blew them out the water in Game 5 to go up 3-2. But yeah, I think the Spurs end it tonight. And I do think we will get a Game 7 between the Pistons and the Cavaliers. This is where normally James Harden shows up, and not in a good way. If you know, you know.
Well, here's the thing about that. I think the supporting cast he has won't allow it.
Good point.
Good
point.
He doesn't have to put the whole team on his shoulders. But has he had others and choked? Yes. But I think with this team and how they play defense, just make the right pass, make the right shot. Don't try to be James Harden by yourself.
And not to mention, we know the Spider can take over a game at any point in time.
That's what I'm saying. There's that other scorer. He does not have to be up here.
Yes.
And it doesn't, even when he had Embiid, there wasn't nobody. Maxey wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? But with the Cavs, they got scores. Jared Allen can score. Like you said, the Spider can score.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
And
sometimes Strus will get going. So
yes.
It's just
if Strus,
James Harden.
Yes. If Strus
is getting off, then that's a fucking problem.
If Strus plays like the Miami Heat Strus that helped the Heat get to the finals, if he's playing like that,
that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. But I just, I just think the Pistons will have their
I think this series needs 7 games. It's too good to end now.
It's been good. It's been good.
You can see what's going on with the Spurs and the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are expending a lot of energy to even try to keep up with the Spurs. And the Spurs are doing what the Spurs normally do. Just play their type of basketball.
Yes.
Either you're gonna run with us or you're gonna run against us.
Yes.
And you're gonna get tired. So you see that. In that. So give me 7 in the Eastern Conference, because the East games, besides my Sixers thinking up the joint, have been playing some good basketball. So
all right. On yesterday, the Canadians put themselves one win away from perhaps joining the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Finals. They're up 3-2 as they beat the Sabres last night 6-3, Game 6 in Montreal, coming up on Saturday.
And the Golden Knights, huh?
Yeah, the Golden Knights, for the 5th time in their 9-year history.
Just rub some of that shit over to that other stadium. The Aces and the Knights, just go bless the stadium and just sprinkle whatever the fuck you guys got. Shit. Goddamn Raiders need it. We're in the right path, though. We're going in the right direction.
You like I said, there's structure with Spytech coming off a very good draft class.
Yes.
Again, let Spytech do his job and let it flow naturally. But
absolutely,
the Golden Knights left nothing to be desired. They took it to the Ducks and ended the Ducks' season in Anaheim as they get the win 5-1. Again,
they roasted
another.
Ducks, boy.
Yeah, they sure did have some roasted ducks, but
it wasn't no quack, Mr. Ducksworth.
No, not at all. But once again, another trip to the conference finals for the Golden Knights, but it will not be easy, because standing in their way is the winner of the President's Trophy, the Colorado Avalanche.
You shitting me?
No, I'm not.
They're still hanging around?
They're still around, yeah, which is...
Well, you know what, though?
Normally, when you win the President's Cup, it normally does not do good for you in the postseason. But the Avalanche are a very good team. Not far removed from the Stanley Cup Finals a few years ago that they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning when the Lightning went back-to-back.
That was an exciting series, though.
That was a good series. Absolutely, it was a very good series. So the Golden Knights and the Avalanche, very familiar with each other as in the conference finals. So Saturday, only game on point because that's the last series to be decided, will be the Canadians and the Sabres. That's in Montreal. That's at 5 p.m. on the 16th on Armed Forces Day in the U.S. in Montreal, Quebec. That's on ABC. Then Monday, if there is a Game 7, It will be Canadians and Sabres in Buffalo. If the Sabres should win in Montreal on Saturday, Game 7 would be on Sunday, or on Monday, I beg your pardon. That game will be on ESPN. Game 1 of the Avalanche and the Golden Knights, with the Avalanche having home ice. That'll be Wednesday on ESPN. Then Friday will be Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. So you figure if there's a Game 7, perhaps Wednesday or Thursday will be Game 1 of the Eastern Finals between either the Sabres and the Canadians taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. So that is your action on the ice. On or in the Diamond, tonight you have it's rivalry weekend. So you have Phillies Pirates, you have Mets Yankees, you have Guardians and Reds, Marlins and Rays, Braves and Red Sox, Brewers Twins, Cubs and White Sox, Battle of Texas between the Rangers and Astros, Royals and Cardinals, Freeway Series between the Dodgers and the Angels, Padres and Seattle, and of course the Giants in Mizzle's backyard taking on the West Sacramento Athletics, which will be a lot of people, which means expensive ass tickets.
Bruh.
Galore.
For a minor league ballpark.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, taking Pop to a game to where it's a sucky team so he can enjoy the experience.
Yes. Tickets as low as $68 to get in the ballpark.
And that's the lawn, right? Yeah. No.
Actually, you know what? Let me see what the app that has no fee says of how much it will be to get in that game. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, really? Oh. They have a Monday? Oh, I'm definitely going up on that Monday. Yes. Yes. Woo.
Looks like we're looking that up, cousin.
I might have to do this. Yes. Okay. That's affordable. I can do that. Yes.
Well, would you care to share instead of just over here?
Looking. No, I was. Okay. Let me. No, I don't want Atlanta Braves tickets. Even though I would like to go see that ballpark because that's a very nice ballpark. All right. So.
$79 tonight.
Yeah, $79 tonight. And that is
$101.
Yes.
And $78 is the damn line.
Yeah, $70 is the berm, yes.
No. I guess you know what?
68 on Saturday.
$127 is not 60, bad. That's a minor league park.
Okay, now see, on Wednesday, 12:05 game, $29.
Yeah.
Against the Mariners. Yes. And that's not berm seating. That's sitting in seats.
Oh, but just scroll down a little farther when the goddamn Yankees come into town. I wouldn't even bother to look for a ticket then.
114? No, thank you.
That's the lawn.
63 is the lawn, or the Toyota Home Run Hill, if you will. Now, can't
even call that a bleacher.
No. Now, what's interesting is when the A's do come out here for their 2 series against the Brewers and the Rockies, basically tickets are starting as low as $30. I can do that.
Are they playing in the minor league park?
They're playing at the home of the Aviators, yes.
You don't say.
Yes, that will be in June 8th to the 14th. The Brewers and the Rockies will be in Vegas playing the soon-to-be Las Vegas A's.
And here's the crazy part about what's going on tonight or out here. The damn Giants are playing in their affiliate's own park.
Yes. Yes.
Make it make sense.
I can't.
And we know who's gonna sell out the game.
Yes.
Giants fans.
Yes.
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 I've been to multiple River Cats games, which is it's very fun when you're watching a minor league game. It's very entertaining. But to sit there and spend all that money to watch an MLB team in a very, very small park,
Mm-hmm.
thousands of people walking around.
Yeah.
Bad enough when it's at a major league park. Yeah. I'll take Pop to a day game on a weekday, on a Thursday or something when I'm off.
I mean, you're not wrong. But, I mean, the A's in first place, playing some good baseball. Even though they took a heartbreaker yesterday against the Cardinals. Giants in a...
Hey, they split.
They split. But it's almost kind of disappointing because they did so well Monday, Tuesday, but then again, Shohei Ohtani has pitched well, better than he's hit.
There was a lot of hitting.
Yes.
A lot of hitting. At least they scored.
Yes.
So.
But I will say, if they did give us one good bit of news, it was the Korean call of Jung-Hoo Lee's inside the park home run.
Every time Jung-Hoo Lee does something good and they put that broadcast on, it just brings joy.
It's just yes.
The excitement from them and how they man.
Yeah, it's great stuff. But anyhow, I'd like to thank y'all for joining us for this real quick look back at the NFL schedule and look at the Raiders and Niners schedule, which of course the big matchup is November 8th, Raiders-Niners in Gene's Stadium in Great America. And then of course that won't happen until 2030. Even though I might go watch the scrimmage and go do some scouting when they play each other on August the 27th on a Thursday. I might go to that. Just to see who's fighting for the 53-man roster, and just to experience the stadium again. So I might go do that, which sounds like fun.
I will be in Gene Stadium. Oh, I will.
Only to flip it off when he steps inside. the Tom Sula.
I might have to sneak in some of Buddy's shit so I can smear it all somewhere. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Since y'all already left shit stains in my damn stadium. You damn Chiefs.
Yes, folks, he's still mad of all that red in the Super Bowl in his stadium. Anyhow, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. Be safe, whatever you may be doing.
Weekend, damn it.
Yes, it is the weekend. Anyhow, enjoy your weekend, have fun, be safe. I got a lot of movies to watch this weekend. In the Gray, starting
Mortal
this
Kombat
weekend.
was good.
About to go watch Mortal Kombat. And try to sneak in Top Gun's 40th anniversary in the theaters, since I never saw it in the theater. I only saw it on VHS and DVD, so why not go have that theater experience for its 40th anniversary. But we'll be back, and eventually we will celebrate our 400th episode of the Mizzle Dub Show, trying to actually put a date together for that, because we want to have guests and reminisce and laugh and share memories and all that good stuff. But anyhow, for Mizzle, I'm Dub. It's about to be 5 o'clock in 22 minutes. So enjoy the rest of your Friday. Happy Friday.
Yes.
And for those in the Vegas Valley, if you're going to EDC, please be careful and watch your surroundings. Please and thank you, as traffic is not going to be fun dealing with that this weekend. So avoid I-15 if you possibly can. For those that live in the Vegas Valley, that is your public service announcement. Anyhow, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Be safe. Make love, not war. Take care of yourself and each other. Soon to be graduating nephew. Take us home. And you've been watching the Mizzle Dub Show.
Iggy.